to see, from your lineups without Frank?
Well, obviously, you lose a guy like that, you take a hit in terms of leadership, in terms of your go-to guy in the room, in terms of a captain. But the guys understand that they have to step up, and the expectation is on the position. And the way he played in that for 3.5 quarters, the way he played like that, you talk about a warrior and you talk about inspiration. I think it actually, brought some juice to the guys in terms of some passion, in terms of what the game means to Frank Ragnow, and for him to play on that. He's a guy who's never been injured, and so he wasn't aware, obviously, of how significant an injury it was. Guys have to step up, and all those reps that they've had, that they've taken, those are ultra-critical, important reps, and it's time for those guys to step up, and the expectations on the position, and go out there and play ball and have fun, and it's their time to shine. Yeah, they went right to work. They came in, got office hours, and came and watched extra tape on their own, and had great questions. And it's been good to see Yelda step up into a more vocal role with Frank's absence, and the guys have responded, and they're very focused.
Trying to get right guard, maybe your best combination you think right now?
We're obviously banged up and have injuries, and so guys are in that training room working rigorously to get themselves back out there, and we've had to play multiple combinations throughout the year. Due to some injuries and some other things withstanding. And so, Johnny is obviously a guy that's got the most ambidextrous position flex to his game. But we have guys that all have game experience that'll be lining up and playing, and that's obviously going to become very useful in that environment on the road. Zach obviously started that Alabama game, so this isn't going to be his first game. I mean, he goes against the best defense in the country, and so he's obviously got that game under his belt.
Kurt, when you look at the rushing numbers Ole Miss has allowed, I mean, Alabama and a couple other teams have really put some numbers up on them. Is that maybe a bit of an opportunity for you guys? Because you face so many good run defenses so far.
Yeah, obviously, it doesn't matter what the numbers, in my opinion, what the numbers say. It's going to be about toughness. It's going to be about grit. It's going to be about getting off the ball. Obviously, we'd like to establish the run, but we're not in a position as a 2-5 football team to be licking our chops about anybody. We got to focus on us, and it's not about Ole Miss. It's about the Arkansas Razorbacks. If you look at what we were able to do running the ball last week, we were effective in the running ball. I mean, but we got to put a complete game together. We got to put 4 quarters together. Can't play a half and start to fade as the game goes on. That's got to stop in order for us to be successful.
Do you know if Frank's in position to travel, like be on the sideline or anything, or has that been determined?
At this point, no. He still has significant swelling, and you can't travel with that. So. Yeah, I mean it is. It's a lot of things. It's obviously it's our ability to execute the protection plan. It's getting 5 guys to execute it at all times. And it's not just 5 guys. There's tight ends involved in that. There's running backs involved in that. There's obviously receivers getting open, and there's the quarterbacks in their pocket. So it's a team. It's an offensive thing. And yes, we've struggled, and we have dissected and worked on the issues tirelessly since we've been here. So it's something that obviously guys are frustrated, and coaches are frustrated, and it's about execution of the protection plan, and they got to go out and execute it.
Is it something where you guys simplify things, or you just keep preaching what you're doing, or do you guys just address it in recruiting?
No, I think we've simplified it about as simple as you can simplify it.
Brian Wallace has started the last couple of games. What have you seen from him in the film review and stuff?
He's obviously very physical in the run game. He's obviously got to eliminate some of the mental mistakes that cost us as an offense. But he's practiced well, and but as a unit, as an offense, we've practiced well on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays throughout the year. We've had great preparation. It's about taking over, carrying over the execution of the game plan of what your preparation was on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and taking it over to Saturday, and so we've got to break through the mental lapses that we're having in terms of whether it's being tired, whether it's we haven't had many missed assignments. We need to strain, we need to finish, we need to see things with our eyes.
And you guys are you started the first group round, the first 4 games, then you've had. This will be without Frank. Obviously, you have to change things up. So this will be the 4th straight week you've changed it up, and 5th straight week you had a different. Why? I mean, how tough a deal is that?
It's difficult, and we've had injuries that have prevented us from being able to have one line to be consistent, and so. The one thing that we've been able to do is obviously early on in the season we were able to rotate some guys in there and give them some game experience for situations like this when you lose your center. So we'll have guys with experience. We'll have guys that the moment won't be too big for them, but they're going to have to go out there and execute the game plan, and it's all going to be about us and our preparation.
Cole sent out a tweet yesterday saying somebody will be able to tell his kids that he played with Frank Ragland. What will be your memories of him coaching you this year?
He is a relentless competitor. He does everything to perfect his craft, puts in the extra hours, really works at the techniques. The coaching points that I've given him, he's really worked at it. He's gotten so much better with his hands, his feet, his finish was absolutely tremendous this year. He's obviously a very special talent, but he's an even more special person. He's just an unbelievable human being, a great leader, and it's been an honor and a privilege to coach him.
How's he
He
doing?
plays Saturday when you look at it and think the guy's out there on one foot.
It was the guttiest, most inspiring performance I've seen out of a player.
How would you say Frank's doing?
Obviously, I'm not Frank, and so I don't know if anyone's going to actually know exactly how he's doing, but I know he's struggling. Not so much about I don't think it's about his future. I think it's about the fact that he can't be out there with his team and he can't play for his coaches because that's the type of guy he is. And so I know that really it really hurts. It hurts him, and you can see it in his eyes. But he's been good with our guys, been around and been able to help those guys and encourage those guys as well.